Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of The Witcher 3. We have just a couple more things that we can get done. A couple of Skellig secondary quests, and then we will work our way to the Emperor, see if we can convince the Emperor to help us. Although, maybe I shouldn't try to convince the Emperor until I have everybody else. Yeah, that makes more logical sense. If there was going to be one person that just turned us down flatly, it would be the Emperor. So we're trying to find where we're supposed to go. Good, found it. So we have look for the Grossa brothers in southern Artskellig. Well, let me guess. They are here in this grotto. I probably came to this grotto before I had this quest, and thus little reason. Let's see. So I can't. It seems like. Well, that's a nice haul of stuff. I've seen that used in a couple places before. Dart doesn't get reused that much.
We meet again. So, you change your mind? Want to hunt the Rossbart brothers with me? Easy coin for you.
Yeah, we can hunt them together.
Grand. Let's get going then. I've picked up their trail. They shouldn't be far.
I have no idea who this guy is. But whatever. I guess we have to keep this guy alive. I'm gonna get overburdened here in a second.
Not your lucky day.
I like the way you die.
Come on, get over the rock. That's two. And it looks like there's a third one.
Went well, I thought. Maybe you'd consider working together for a spell. Seems you have a gift for this kind of work.
Thanks. Once is enough. So long.
Have no idea what that was. That was assumed just a Witcher contract where I was supposed to hunt down these people who I assumed did something wrong. Superior Thunderbolt, that's strange. To just find it there. Is that because I just got to level 28? Enhanced bear armor? That's what that is. Or a sign. Just try to be as thorough as possible in this area, so we don't have to come back to this cave. Boy, was that a quick fight. there any talking to this guy?
A lot of loot to carry. Not sure I can do it without it.
And then we can come over here and I guess 2 paths to choose from. A long way and a short way, basically. That's all that was. Nothing else in this cave. Interesting. Boy, was that a short trip. So how do we get to the fast travel location is the question. Was the fast travel right there? Just at the mouth of the cave. Interesting. Interesting choice. And the map is different now. I think they've updated the map because it says nearby now as a way of better indicating things. So we could return to Speed Rock later, but let's do this first. There we go. We need to come here and talk to the village. I think we've already been here recently. Alright, talk to the villagers.
What is it?
I got a job for you. There's no point standing here in the rain. Right, let's go to mine. We'll talk there.
Interesting that it's raining and he knew that.
So what's the matter?
You see that knoll beyond the village? Weren't a thing there for centuries. Till one day we awoke, bam! There were a tower atop it. Then all of a sudden lightning started pounding down. As if the Noggle Fair itself was sailing in. Hasn't stopped to this day. Something's got to be done. About the storm. With waves like that, we can't fish, nor sail out to raid.
Have you tried
You
entering?
tried getting inside the tower?
Have we tried? Very same morning the tower appeared. We went right off. Whole village or nearabouts. Folk wanted to welcome its owner if he came in peace. Drive him off if he came with ill intent. We knocked and banged, but no one answered. So we opened the door. And that's when our knees turned to jelly.
Why?
Because beyond of that door was something like a sheet of water, but standing upright. Never seen such a thing in my life. Druid said it were magic. Gathered 5 brave lads and they all marched in. No sign of him since.
Interesting. Some kind of water elemental?
Fine. I'll look into the tower.
Once you're in, cast your eye around for the folk from our village. Our druid and 5 good lads. It'd be a bitter shame to lose them.
You have my word.
Hemdall guide you.
Into the tower. Let's see. this path seems like it will take us. Was that Cyclops? Alright. I don't think I've been to this area where I would have recognized Cyclops.
Ugly.
I remember when these things used to be difficult. You gonna stop rolling around? For a second there I thought he was still animating like he was walking. And thus would just be constantly getting drug up the path. Is it drug or dragged? Ooh, look at that pretty sun. That is a sight to behold. Red sun. Okay. Is there anything more to this tower before we go through this portal? It would be really nice if we ran into Philippa Einhart. I kind of feel like I may have screwed up, and because of that, just eliminated her from the story completely. I kind of feel the same way about Triss too.
Great. Portal closed. Looked smaller from the outside.
Intruder detected. Cease your intrusion. Leave at once. Failure to leave when summoned. Intruder neutralization commence.
Okay. Here we go. Go. So one of the flaws in having a magical security system like this is you would think, unless it was the intention of the creators to make them somewhat vulnerable in case for some reason they went crazy, you would think as soon as the golem fell apart and stopped working, you just rig the whole place to blow up. Just destroy everything.
Golem probably greeted them too.
Over here. I'm in here.
Sounds like I can hear people. Run around.
Over here. I'm in here.
Yeah, somebody is calling.
Golem probably greeted them too.
Finally, someone's come to free me. And a famous witcher at that.
I'm damned lucky you happened to be in Korea. Was it King Tancred who sent you, or the Society of Magic?
Neither, and we're not in Kavir. We're in Skellige. Local folk hired me. See, your towers brought a massive storm to their island.
We're in Skellige? So we've teleported? Oh, this is much worse than I thought.
What's going on here?
Not sure I follow.
Oh, the tower is outfitted with a defensive regulatory magic on.
What?
A defensive system. Magic. Ensuring only the tower's owner will use it. When it detects an intruder, it locks down all the rooms, denies access.
And since neither of us is the tower's owner, the golem attacked me and you're stuck behind bars. How do we evade its other charming features?
We must deactivate the defensive regulatory magicon. The tower's prior owner wrote a treatise about removing such defenses. Gottfried's omni-opening grimoire. There must be a copy in the tower. Find it, please. With it in hand, I can try to circumvent the security measures, send you home and take the tower back to Kavir.
Who are you?
You clearly know who I am. I don't even know your name.
Seagull Bunce, mage and sorcerer in residence at the court of Pontvanis. This tower was to be my new home. Bought it at an auction, you see.
A tower at an auction?
It belonged to Gottfried Stamfeld, a mage of some renown. When he passed on, his heirs auctioned the edifice off. They were all wary, repulsed. None dared see what Uncle Godfrey kept in his coloured jars. If it was their contents that had stripped him of his sense of smell and taken his left eye, they put the tower on the block, along with all it contained. The price was unbeatable. I couldn't resist.
Is Godfrey the guy that made the cheese magic?
Seen my share of wonders, but a tower that teleports itself? That's something new.
This defensive regulatory magicon. I tried to access it. Must have heard. Initiated some evacuation sequence. That opened the portal and jettisoned us through to Skellige. This, in turn, naturally generated electromagnetic disturbances. Hence the storm.
Storm I promised to dispel.
Then you must find Gottfried's omni-opening grimoire.
The corpses over there. Folk from the village nearby, right?
They came in a few days past. I was surprised to see their garb. But it just never entered me mind we might be in Skellige. There were just a few, led by a druid. The tower warned them. They failed to heed.
Folk on Skellig usually laugh in the face of warnings. If the tower had asked nicely, then offered them a horn of mead, they might have left then. Right. Time to get out of here and send this tower home. Where do I look for Gottfried's treaties? Any ideas?
The library might be a logical place to start. The key should be in the laboratory.
Where's that?
As you enter the room opposite, you'll see the laboratory to your left. The library is straight ahead. But remember, you're an intruder. The tower is certain to want to stop you. Make things difficult at the least.
We'll see who breaks first.
Try to smash that barrier. As by you, if it is adequate.
So this is the wall we can't reach, and he did something to open this path. Alright.
Intruder in tower. Aqueous countermeasures in effect.
Aqueous countermeasures? Is that like water? Let's see, how can I... Oh, come on. You say there's something there and then I can't get to it? Oh well. I seriously doubt the book would just be right there. That's a doorway, but I guess we're gonna have to go this way. So some Alghols got portaled in here. So what, do they just have a stock of Alghols sitting around? Gargoyle. And that's, oh, that's no good. That sucked. You are dead. More evidence that I want to just from now on super long games play as on easy, just to save time. The other thing that I'm gonna have to give some thought is, do I want to, on a game like this, potentially risk losing sections or missing out on parts by just doing kind of a speed run of the main story? That would be one way you could do. We could have gotten The Witcher done, I think, a lot earlier.
What now, you piece of that?
This room is not really set well. Does not set up well for
Liquidation terminated. Resources to continue.
cow. Okay.
Torn to bits.
It would be possibly very bad for me, I think, if I were to just speed run through the main story. It's almost a guarantee that I would never bother to play the other parts.
Torn to bits.
I don't think it's a particularly realistic style of playing for me. But, you know, it may happen someday. It may come to the point where it's just, I'm so busy that a game as long as this might just be, let's mad dash to it. Of course, that is the thing that I disliked about my experience with Fallout 3. And Fallout 4 would be the next most likely game that I might do something like that. So, in all odds, no, I would never actually decide to do that. I think I would rather just wait till I had more free time to play a game. And that very well might be the case with Fallout 4, is that I'll just wait until I have the time and money to buy it. What was that?
Must be the key.
The book.
Ah.
Who's making these sounds? Who's making all those sounds? Didn't sound like Geralt. Is that the cow talking? I don't know. Maybe that was supposed to be Geralt, or maybe it was just making a mistake and giving me sound effects from a different character. Is this one any better? No. Do I have any bolts? I used up the last of my bolts, finally. We don't need to look at that one. Just make sure we've read all the books we just recently picked up. So, I guess I can just repair the weapon too. Why did it do that? I guess I don't have a silver sword to replace the one I have, so I'll just repair. So we dive down this way. And we unlock it.
Intruder in library. Collection integrity compromised.
Let's go ahead and meditate. If he had anything more he could throw.
Who's Who? Alchemy for Household Dilemmas Volume 3. This isn't it. Alchemy for Household Dilemmas Volume 3. This isn't it. Who's who among Kaviri sorcerers? Godfried's Omni-Opening Grimoire. This is it.
Commencing annihilation.
Damn tower wants to gas me.
interesting, this area.
Looks like he's suffocated. Horrible way to die. Intersections and geomantic lines. Not what I'm looking for.
So it doesn't look like there's anything else here. And I just found the book.
Applied golemancy. Gotta keep looking.
Half of those books would probably be really good for me to read. Oh well. It's not gonna let me pick them up. Not gonna let me pick that up. I think there's more to this than just what this guy is saying. I don't really believe him. But can we do anything else? Well, we could. See if we could read the book. It would be kind of foolish to not read our own book before we give it to somebody else. Behind the Great Veil. Interesting. New bestiary for demons. Doesn't change anything as far as what the quest is telling us to do.
Find the tome.
What was that title again?
Gottfried's Omni-Opening Grimoire. It's a treatise.
Gotcha. Be right back.
Find the tome.
This it?
It is indeed. Now, back away a bit. I must deactivate the barrier.
Wait. If we could have deactivated the barrier all this time.
Isolation chamber open. Disturbing indications of freedom.
There, at last.
Looked easy.
The hardest part is yet to come. We must reach the heart of the tower and cast a deactivating spell. The tower will surely do everything in its power to stop us.
Lead the way.
Let's go to the central chamber. Try to power down the security measures. The defensive regulatory magicom could react. Be on your guard. Osvayu, Iferis, Advigiat.
Doesn't seem like I really have to keep this guy alive.
Intruder detected. Defensive regulatory magical. Threatened.
Here we go, let's do this.
Acute threat to control systems.
Not going well. Yeah, that wasn't that hard. Let's look around and loot all we can. Let's bring out our torch. Trusty torch. So since this is technically his tower, at least that's what he says, I'm basically stealing from him. But I helped him get it in the first place, so he shouldn't complain too much. I think we've gotten everything we can. Some real small areas in this for fighting monsters. I would prefer that they just gave us big areas to look at. All these books have been read. So let's talk to him.
Gottfried's treatise proved highly useful. It's over. Had you not arrived, I'd still be in that cage, surely. It's a trifle, but take it, please. Proof of me gratitude.
Thanks. Though I'd be more than satisfied if you calmed that storm, then took this tower somewhere else.
Consider it done. And should you ever visit Kavir, do stop by Pompvanis. Aburagi, Barathan.
Wait, what are you doing? Not this way, the door!
So, Kovir, I bet, is going to be a DLC area. I think that's where Triss is. It would be a nice, it's been mentioned a couple times, it would be a nice place to have a whole new land with a whole bunch more things to do.
You're alive, and in one piece.
One soaking wet piece.
Will you teach me to fly?
Another time, maybe.
Never seen such marvels in me life. Boom, flash, tower disappeared, and you was falling from the sky. And the storm, gone in an instant.
Now, didn't I tell you? It's what which we needed. Aye, can't do better than an expert, and expert work deserves a fitting reward.
Why do we care anymore? Let's just...
Thanks, but you need that coin a lot more than I do.
Not enough that he's handy. He's noble too.
Ringa.
What?
Found a mage in the tower. He was just as eager to take it away from here. Rewarded me generously for my help.
If that's so, we've naught left but to say our thanks. Aye, well, if you ever come through here again, stop in. You'll be welcomed with open arms.
Thanks. Farewell.
Wait, Witcher. Did you happen to see me brother in there? Orn's his name. He went in with the druid and a few other lads.
I found your friends. All dead, unfortunately. Sorry.
Told him not to go, but he wanted glory.
Let's go home, Jarl. No point standing here.
I still haven't gotten this whole
Farewell,
point.
Richard. Thanks
Why-
again for helping.
In several occasions I've had to just tell people that their family is dead. And it seems like nobody really wants to hear it. But there's been no real explanation as to what that mechanic really is, other than maybe they just want to see if you're going to tell them the truth or not. Wouldn't surprise me if at the end of the game they go, oh, you lied to these people this many times, and you told the truth this many times. Okay. Let's see if we can get back to the master of the arena, and then that is as much as we can do right now. We can't do Skellige's Most Wanted because it's bugged, and these treasure hunts are at 34. This dowry is at 32. So after we do this last thing, Master of the Arena, we are going to then go to Novigrad and talk to all these people and see if we can convince them to join.
Just how do they know when the end of the world will come? You can't even say it was when.
Wait a minute, before I go anywhere, there's the whole quest here.
To think he failed the trail of the path. I never expected that.
Couldn't help overhearing your conversation. Trial of the Path. What is it?
An age-old Skellig tradition. Young men must complete the path. Only then do they turn true warriors.
So what's this path like?
Old Gunnar can tell you all you want to know about the Path of Warriors. He's the one leads the ritual. Lives at the foot of Mount Ardaclove.
Hey! New quest, yay! I am happy to take on some new quests.
Stinky husband.
Can you stay along?
I think you basically have to get to the
One's
top.
more than enough for any who knows how to fight. Best blade's not
I
worth
don't know you. You don't know me. So what's your problem?
These isles were ours alone once. No foreigner dared set foot here. And if they did, they'd not return home. The good days, those.
Definitely not for those unlucky enough to land here. You Gunnar?
Who's asking? And why?
I want to travel the Path of Warriors.
No outlanders ever dared. But if you've had your fill of life, go on, try.
What do I do?
Path's got two offshoots. One leads into mountain peaks, the other into the bowels of the earth. Traverse both, and you'll have proved your valor.
Tell me about the mountain path.
It leads along the crest of Mount Ardaclove.
I think I've done
You'll
one
find
of
a
those.
crimson shawl at the peak. Bring that back as proof you've reached the path's end.
I think I already
Doesn't
have
sound
that.
like much of a challenge.
Clear you've not spent much time in our mountains.
Can you tell me more about the underground path? Is a cave of some sort?
Aye, but the corridors leading to it are flooded. No Continentals ever managed to swim them. Takes training since youth. A lot of diving after pearls.
We'll see about that. What else?
At the cavern's end, a surprise awaits. Take what you find there, bring it to me.
A surprise? What kind?
You'll see. So long as you get to the end. So long as the harpies don't get you.
Okay. We'll try.
Well, I'm not scared to try.
Not just foreign, but dumb too. There's no curing that. Well, run to the top of Mount Ardaclove. Grab the crimson shawl. Then reach the cave. At its end, you'll find something I'm not about to describe. On you go then. Show the world what you're worth.
Reach
the favor Lady
the
Brand
start
did
of the
for her
path.
son sure did bear a high price.
Descend down to the cave entrance. Because I've already done the... I've already gotten to the top. Let's see. This was kind of a difficult thing to do, I will admit. Oops. still have that cheat. Still can totally cheat the system by just diving. There we go. Alright, so the surface, we hold B. So we're looking for a cave entrance. This will just have us climb back up. So if we go this way, we gotta find the cave entrance, I suppose. I hope, at least. Nice, quiet swim. Looks like the graphics might be improved for the water effects. I think they may have mentioned that in the patch. It's appreciated. Anytime you do graphical effects and it is improved, you can't say you don't appreciate that. But honestly, I'm still falling 100% on I'd rather the game have less bugs than look slightly better. This game came out as one of the best looking games so far, so trying to stay ahead of the curve is probably a waste of resources, because this game certainly didn't come out as one of the most unbuggy games. There's bugs aplenty. Can I get out of here? This looks like I might be able to. There we go. If we wait, was that a cave entrance? Or did it just get me close to the cave? I'm close. I'm not in it, but I'm close. Where are we? Another golem. I don't need to kill golems. Here we go. Path of the Warriors. Travel through the tunnel and kill whatever awaits in here. Is this the one that has the really big, like, high level arachnid? Swim swiftly. At what point should I try to go upward? Now remember, they have to make this even if we didn't have the ability to.
Shit. Old man warned me not to search before the end. No wonder.
What was that? "13 gargoyles. 2 level 13 gargoyles." Oh wait, well that would be dangerous.
Come on.
What was that? Gargoyle heart. I think that was totally worth it. Look, there's a little window there.
Surfaced for air, and they nabbed him.
Are gargoyles magical creatures, or do they naturally just generate? Alright. Not too bad. And so now we just swim even more swiftly. To the next location. Let's see if there's any air surfacing that would be capable of doing this. Doesn't look like it. Alright.
Rats. Real pleasant place.
Hey, so we got these rats here. If I do this, nothing happens to the rats. But do they fall over and die? They do fall over and die. And there's it near trying to animate. Interesting. Am I jumping this way? I think I am. That's kind of cool. Instead of having a straight on jump, having to actually figure out which way you're gonna go. Hope I'm not going in circles. Hope I didn't just end up
You'll never learn.
a little confused. Is it up here that the proof exists? Or is it underground? It's underground. So whatever proof I was supposed to find, I missed. Well, I don't know if I was supposed to be allowed to get back from that side. Oops. Ah. So there was something simply just in the water there. I wish they had done something better to make me see that. But the good news is that wasn't too much backtracking, so they probably accounted for people missing it. In fact, pretty much I guess that says that if we had just come through this end, it would have been a lot shorter of a journey. Do I want to fast travel? Reach the end of the tunnel. What do you mean reach the end of the tunnel? Might as well. I've missed something here. Well, gee, I may not actually be able to get up here. Seems like I just got really lucky that time. I can't get up there now. Oh yeah, you have to jump right on that thing. reached the end of the tunnel. What am I in if I'm not in the end of the tunnel? Is this thing just bugged? I mean, there's no more of the end of the tunnel I could possibly be at. It's right here. End of the tunnel. Tunnel right here. Come on, wow. That's irritating. I'm standing right there. So forget that part. That part's obviously bugged. Or at least it's not making itself clear enough as to what it actually wants me to do. I could have sworn I've reached the end of the tunnel several times. Anywho. Good news is it's not going to make it impossible for me to accomplish my goal. I hope it isn't, at least. Himdall? What's this creature? That's a bear. Had to clear the area so he wouldn't be scared. So I can talk to him.
Shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh? You bring news?
Path of yours wasn't easy, but I managed to get to the end. Here's proof.
First Outlander to complete the trial. A feat worthy of respect. I'll make sure news of your deeds spreads across the 5 Isles.
So, I wonder if I had done this quest first, that I might have had the opportunity to get more out of the Brothers in Arms or something in the future, as far as people are more willing to trust me and help me out. Where does that put us in quests? We have this quest left to do, and unless there is a new quest somewhere, which shouldn't be the case, we should be pretty well alright to... We have some question mark things, yes. Those are pretty high level stuff, though. Even though we're at 28, I think we need to go 30, 34, 35 before we try to make one final run to finish off everything.
Foreigner, what's your step?
Come over here and talk to these people and see if I can get my spoils.
Mighty no more. George snapped both his arms. Even here for you.
Speak rock later.
The favor Lady Brand did for her son sure did fair a high price.
Greetings.
How's my cut of
Business is booming for as I can see.
Better believe it. Every man and his hound wants to fight in the cursed arena.
My cut of the proceeds must have grown sizable.
And how?
Here.
Always a pleasure doing business in Skellige.
Come again, eh? Great things are bound to happen here. Mark my words.
I hope they do. Good luck.
1 experience for that, and 20 crowns. Okay. Best of the arena complete. So I don't know, maybe if I had left it alone and not come back for several days, I would have been capable of getting more from that. I don't know. There is just this whole disjunction between the amount of crowns we have, which is 18,884, and the level of crowns everybody else in this war-torn world has, which is considerably less. Let's see. Should probably find a stash at some point and put some of more of my trophies away. I've got so many books. I'm about to be overburdened again. Alright, that's enough of that. So we have Master Armorers and collect them all. And just collect them all is gonna be close to impossible to do. Treasure hunts in Skellige are too difficult, and everything else is completed. Witcher contracts in Skellige, there's one that we can't do. So it's now time to go to Brothers in Arms in Novigrad. Actually, it's better if we work our way. So let's go to Novigrad and see if we can find this dowry. Otherwise we'll do this. Well, yeah, we'll start with this one. So off to Novigrad we go. Figure out where this hidden piece of armor is. Alright, right there. So we start right there.
The curse that held him up proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away.
I think I'll be safe if I don't get in a boat in Skellige. Which I did. So I think I'll be fine if I got in a boat. Like here. What is that boat? I haven't ever seen this boat before.
Ouch.
Interesting.
If I ever have a son, I'll name him Garrett.
These guys here that...
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novigrad.
These guys carrying the boxes. Their animations are so messed up. It's a pretty boat. I don't know why it's there, per se. I guess it really doesn't matter. We just want to get this piece, and then we'll run to a fast travel location for the next piece. Oh no, a drowner.
Damn, you're ugly.
Level 18 drowner, is that really going to affect me? No. The swamp will affect me more. New marker, grotto. Entire areas. Bring out the torch. Run around in areas looking. Am I ever gonna see a monster, or have I already cleaned out this thing? Well, that certainly seemed easy. And we have a new fast travels location. So, yeah. I guess that's as good of a place as any to end this episode, though. We've finished up on Skellig. We will start working on the few things in Velen and Novigrad. And once we have all of those quests, everything we think we could possibly get done, which is getting to be a very short list. We're not replacing the quests that we get done with new quests, because we're running out of game here, which is good. We've been going for a very long time on this series, and I feel pretty good. At some point I need to sell some stuff, so I probably will do that in between this episode. Just go find a shop somewhere and sell some stuff. Anyways, that's it for this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.